I am not the healthiest person in the world. Right now, I'm at least 30 pounds overweight, but that doesn't stop me from trying every day to be healthier than I am now. But you can't do what I do in order to get to the lifestyle that you want to be at. Everybody's different. Everybody has different habits and addictions, different things that send them spiraling down the path of eating a gallon of ice cream or a carton of cookie dough at 3 o'clock in the morning. For example, my aunt cannot be within 20 feet of the Smart Pop popcorn. My uncle is the same, except for with chewing tobacco. I, unfortunately, have a really bad habit with ice cream. But the biggest issue with people is that they see healthy living as an expensive lifestyle. So one thing that is best to talk about when talking about healthy living is that it may seem like it's more expensive, but if you keep with it and you stick with it, you may find that you can save money in the long run. This is because when you see the cheap, unhealthy food, you think that it's cheap and it'll get you through the day and it'll be fine. But you will find that you will have to eat more of that cheap, unhealthy food to sustain yourself throughout the day. Whereas with the unhealthy food, packed with nutritious things that will help you keep going, you will have to eat less of it. So it will in turn save you money because you don't have to eat nearly as much as the unhealthy food as you do as the healthy. So this is because of macronutrients. Macronutrients are the things in food that keep us going throughout the day, what improves our mood and helps us so that way we don't have to constantly be drinking 20 cups of coffee. So the 3 main macronutrients are carbohydrates, healthy fats, and proteins. Now proteins are just a tool used for rebuilding our muscles. So when we exercise, we're creating micro tears in the muscles and causing them to break, and so we need the protein to help rebuild them. Now, the carbohydrates and the healthy fats are what we use to create energy. Now, people like carbohydrates and then they like the healthy fats. It just depends on who you are and what you prefer. So if you like eating an avocado in the morning, or if you like eating toast or oatmeal, it just depends on you, and you need to figure it out for yourself on what is best for you and your lifestyle. So with that, it is important to note that when you are trying to lose weight, you need to not focus so much on the scale. The scale can be wrong at times because when you are trying to lose weight, if you're eating well and you're exercising, you are likely to build muscle. Now, when you're building muscle, the muscle weighs more than the fat. So when you may lose fat, you are also gaining muscle, which means that you will end up weighing more or about the same. So you will feel like you didn't actually make any progress, when in actuality, you're making a lot of progress, you just don't see it or feel it. So it's best to use the scale, yes, but only as a part of other ways of measurement. So you also want to take before and after pictures. So that way, when you're looking back, you can see how much progress you've made, especially if you feel like you haven't made any. This way you can see it and then feel better about what you're doing. And it's also important to take measurements of how much fat you've lost or how much muscle you've gained. So if you're trying to gain muscle, you can see if you've built up muscle, or if you're trying to lose muscle or lose fat, you can see how much you've lost and how much skinnier you are. Now, some people like dieting and some people don't. Some people like going to the gym every day, and some people just can't fathom the idea of it. So you have to figure out what you like, because you don't always have to go to the gym and you don't always have to go on a diet. You just have to integrate itty-bitty parts of healthy living into your lifestyle, so that way you don't have to feel like you're pushing yourself hard all the time to still be healthy and living the life that you want to. But it's important to make sure that it's your lifestyle and the way you want to live it, because you can't do what somebody else says without feeling, unless you feel like it is the right thing to do and you've seen it work once trying it. So whether or not you think that you are healthy, or if you want to stay the same, that's completely up to you. Just make sure that you're doing it the way that you